Hello, hello. How are you today? If you're new here, let me introduce myself. My name is Lashon Campbell, and I am a United States Navy veteran. I am a mother of three, and I am a surgical technologist. And right now, I'm home, and I'm sitting here on YouTube talking to you. So no time is ever wasted with me. I try to stay as busy as possible and do all those things that I'm destined to do, because time is too short to be sitting around. Okay, so we have to find ways of staying positive and find ways to uh, see what our goals are, what our uh, you know there are some things that you don't even know that's inside of you that hasn't come out yet. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? You need to know that too, and find out. um, uh, some people are painters, drawers, rappers, singers. Everybody's got something that they can do well. Nobody's here by accident. So you have to, that's just what I want to talk about today. You are unique in your own way. So you have to discover new strengths within your life, new strengths within your abilities. And you have to find out what that is and use it in your day to day life. So I ask you now, what are your strengths? And if I was to ask you that, what are your strengths? What would you respond? What would you say? That's a good way to start the conversation today, is to talk about what your strengths are. Find out what your strengths are within yourself, and you have to build on those things. If you know that you're a good painter, and you could draw all these things. I mean, I can't even draw a house. That ain't never been my thing. But let's just say you're a painter and you can draw really well and paint really well. Then maybe that's where you need to start. That's your strength. That's what I mean when I say that's your strength. You have found something that you do well, and so you have to start that at the top with what your strength is. Now, drawing pictures and oh, I think I got to sneeze. Oh, sorry. Ooh, sorry. The maintenance man just left, and I know he got a cat. I know he got a cat. Well, that wasn't maintenance. That was the pest control. That was pest control. They come once a month. But anyway, he got to have a cat. As soon as he came in, I started sneezing. Anyway, let me get back on track. So let's say you're a painter. Well, you like to paint and you like to draw and those type of things. Well, you got a mortgage, you got a car note, you got, I don't know, three kids, and you got bills and student loan. Well, the pictures, drawing pictures and painting might not be enough to pay the mortgage and all your bills. I'm not saying quit your day job. All I'm saying is find your strength. Okay, so your strength is painting and everything. Well, you have to go to your regular 9 to 5 in order to pay your bills. But while you're waiting for the manifestation of that new strength that we just talked about, you can do that on the side. I think the kids call it a side hustle. And you can keep on doing that and keep on doing that. And that will manifest in itself. Uh, that's what your strength is, and you're going to build on that to achieve to so that you can achieve your God-given potential. And that is what I'm talking about. Drawing and painting is your God-given potential. But you're working to pay the mortgage because that's what you got to do right now. Nobody is, telling you to quit your job or anything like that. I'm just saying when you find a passion or your God given strength and potential, then you have to follow that too, and you can do them both. That's all I'm saying. You find something that you really enjoy doing and it can be profitable. I've always had a knack for detail and organization, and I remember when I first got sick, I started doing. like not photo albums, but um, let's say that you asked me to do your daughter's birthday party and you give me a certain amount of pictures or whatever. I'd make a whole binder and that type of thing, and that's what I did, and that's how I made uh, money when I thought I wasn't, when oof, it was a low time for me. So I try not to think too much on those bad memories because they can pull you back into that darkness. But the good part of that is I found out how creative I was and how I never used um, that side of my brain until I had no choice but to use it. So that's just something for you to think about in this time, with this pandemic that's going around. A lot of people are working from home. A lot of people are not working at all. A lot of people are Ubering and lifting and delivering grocery, doing whatever they got to do to pay the bills. Ain't nothing wrong with that because this time is uncertain. I'm just saying everybody is on the internet doing something and, ordering food. And I mean, you could dial anything up now. You could dial anything up now. So why not, if you're a drawer or a painter, paint your pictures and put them on these websites that these kids be on, and maybe somebody will buy it. I just saw, was it CBS this morning? Entertainment Time. It was Oprah, and one of the girls that uh, she called them one of her daughters. Well, all of them her daughters, really, that she put through school. But anyway, let me get to the point. The point is, the girl found out about this artist who didn't have a lot of recognition, but he was so talented. That's why I say you never know um, who might see your work. You could be a writer, a singer, whatever. And Justin Bieber was on YouTube singing, and somebody heard. It's just you just never know. You could be walking up the street singing, and somebody can hear you and be like, "Oh, you have an angelic voice." Whatever. That's the fairy tale. Most people work 10, 15 years of their life to get a record deal or whatever, that they trying to accomplish. Everything is not a fairy tale. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying get your work out there. If you draw pictures and paint, then make a portfolio. Go to Michael's. On Sundays, Michael's have a 40% off coupon, and that's what I did. I got it. One of the big, expensive books, and it was like $39, but I had 40% off. I bought the binder, and then I took pictures of all of the pictures I did of all of the different uh, um, binders that I created for people, and I made pictures of it, and I did it one in black and white and one in color. So I made my own portfolio, and I scanned all those pictures and I put them all on the internet, and that was my little hustle on the side. You do what you have to do to make it. I am a advocate for whatever you got to do that's legal. That's legal. I say that because people will run with that, like, oh, right, all that craziness. But I'm not gonna do nothing illegal. I'm not jail material, so I don't want to. Anyway, let's wrap this video up. Do what makes you feel good, but always remember about your God-given potential, and we all have it. Remember that in these dark days when you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay my rent next month. That's something to think about, because that challenge that you are facing right now is not gonna break you down. Not if you don't let it. I believe that it's during this time that you are at your strongest, and that it's your instrument. I tell you right now that God hears you and things are about to change. So just keep working at what you're doing. One person, only one person got to see your work. If you're a painter or a drawer or artist, only one person got to buy a painting. And that one person could be the person that changed your life. It's people who have gotten famous now in 2021 on a viral video. So if you got a video where you're showcasing all of your work, maybe some artist will type in painter or artist or I don't know. Everybody got something specific that they like. So if you're a specific type of artist, you've got all the parameters in there in your search, and then somebody look for it, and then your video pops up of all your work, then maybe, just maybe, that is part of your journey. That is part of the pace that we talked about your God-given potential. You already got the talent. You have to put it on paper, on canvas, whatever you're doing. Artist, get your binder, get your work in one spot, and then showcase it. Showcase your work. Take pictures of it. Scan it. Put it on the World Wide Web. You know, just do whatever you got to do. But whatever you do, do it with honesty, do it with integrity, because every job is important. From garbage man to a teacher, every job that you do is important, and there's dignity in everything that you do. And people, for as many years as I've been on this planet, it's always somebody got something to say because, oh, she work at McDonald's, or ooh, he do the trash. The hell with all of them, because you taking care of your family, you taking care of yourself, and you're not living on the street. You hustling. You doing what you got to do. So tap into your God-given ability, because you have the potential. That's what I want you to know today. You have the potential to be whoever you want to be and figure out your own destiny. Okay? So let's take a deep breath. And let's start this day being as positive as we can. And remember that God loves you. And so do I. Until next time.